Everyone wants to be Elon Musk, the billionaire, the genius, the man who launches rockets into space and builds electric cars, the man who became one of the richest people in human history. But here's a question nobody asks. What if becoming Elon Musk is a lot harder than being Elon Musk? Because behind the headlines, behind the tweets, behind the billions, there's a story most people never hear. A story of bullying, failure, loneliness, near bankruptcy, and sacrifices that most people would never be willing to make. The internet tells you to be like Elon Musk, but nobody explains what that actually means. And by the end of this video, you may not want his life at all, or you might finally understand what greatness truly costs. Let's begin. Imagine being 9 years old, no friends, no popularity, no confidence. Most people assume Elon Musk was born extraordinary. The truth, he was an awkward kid growing up in South Africa. While other children played outside, Elon disappeared into books. Hours became days, days became weeks. Books became his escape from reality. By age 10, he was reading encyclopedias for fun, not because anyone forced him, because he genuinely wanted answers, and that created a problem. Most children want acceptance. Elon wanted understanding. Those are not the same thing, and when you're different as a child, the world notices. Unfortunately, not in a good way. Pause for a second. Think about someone successful you admire. Maybe it's Elon, maybe it's a celebrity, maybe it's an entrepreneur. Now ask yourself, would you trade your childhood for their success? Most people say yes immediately, but wait until you hear what happened next. School wasn't difficult because of the lessons. School was difficult because of the students. Elon became a target, not once, not twice, repeatedly. One day, a group of boys attacked him so severely that he ended up hospitalized. Imagine that, the future richest man in the world, lying in a hospital bed, broken, humiliated, powerless. Nobody looking at that boy would have predicted his future. And that's important, because success rarely looks successful in the beginning. The seed never resembles the tree. The beginning never resembles the outcome, and that's why most people quit too early. They expect greatness to look impressive immediately. It doesn't. In fact, it often looks like failure. But here's where the story gets interesting. Because the bullying didn't break Elon, it created an obsession that would eventually change the world. But before that happened, he had to leave everything behind, including the country he called home. And the reason why might surprise you. At 17 years old, Elon made a decision most people would never make. He left South Africa. No guaranteed success, no billionaire future, no roadmap, just a belief that bigger opportunities existed elsewhere. Think about how terrifying that is. New country, new environment, limited money, no certainty. Most people wait until conditions are perfect. Successful people move before certainty arrives. And that's exactly what Elon did. But what happened next was far from glamorous. There were no private jets, no luxury mansions, no headlines, just struggle, lots of it. Quick question, what do you think Elon Musk's first years in North America looked like? Luxury, comfort, instant success? Not even close. What you're about to hear sounds nothing like the billionaire lifestyle people imagine, and that's exactly the point. Many people know Elon Musk, very few know Elon before the money. At one point, he slept in offices, worked insane hours, spent nearly every waking moment learning. While others were partying, he was studying. While others were relaxing, he was working. While others were looking for entertainment, he was looking for opportunity. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people admire the result. Few admire the routine that created it. Everyone wants the trophy. Nobody wants the training. Everyone wants the outcome. Nobody wants the process. And that's where dreams usually die. Not because they're impossible, because they're inconvenient. But hard work alone wasn't enough. Thousands of people work hard. Millions do. So what made Elon different? The answer wasn't intelligence. The answer wasn't luck. It was a mindset that would eventually push him to risk everything. Literally everything. And when I say everything, I mean every dollar he had. Keep watching. By the mid-1990s, the internet was still a mystery to most people. Most businesses didn't even have websites. Many people thought the internet was a temporary trend. Elon saw something different. While others saw a toy, he saw the future. Together with his brother, Kimball, he started a company called Zip2. Sounds simple today. Back then, it sounded ridiculous. Imagine walking into a business and saying, one day, People will find your company on a computer screen. Many business owners laughed. Some ignored them. Others rejected them immediately. But Elon kept going. And here's something important. The world usually rejects big ideas before it accepts them. People call something impossible until it becomes obvious. Then they pretend they believed in it all along. Eventually, Zip2 started growing. Investors became interested. Money started coming in. And for the first time, success seemed real. Then came the big moment. The company was sold. Elon became a millionaire. At an age when many people were still trying to figure out life, most people would have celebrated, bought a mansion, bought expensive cars, retired early. But Elon did something that reveals the biggest difference between average thinking and extraordinary thinking. He didn't protect his money. He risked it again and again and again. Let's pause here. Imagine you finally made your first $1 million. What would you do? Buy a dream house, travel the world, take a break. Most people would. Elon chose a completely different path, and it almost destroyed him. After Zip2, Elon founded another company. This time, the goal was even bigger. Money, not earning it, moving it. Think about it. Today we transfer money with a few taps. Back then, online payments felt risky. Many people didn't trust them. Banks didn't fully understand them. The technology wasn't mature. But Elon believed digital payments would become normal. That company eventually evolved into PayPal. Today, it sounds obvious. Back then, it sounded crazy. And that's a recurring theme in his life. The future often sounds ridiculous before it arrives. PayPal grew rapidly. Millions of people began using it. The company became a major force. Then something unexpected happened. Elon got pushed out. Imagine building something, helping create it, watching it grow, then losing control. For many people, that would be the end. A devastating setback, a reason to quit, a reason to become bitter. Instead, Elon did something different. He moved forward. Because successful people understand something most people don't. Sometimes life doesn't reward your effort immediately. Sometimes you lose even when you deserve to win. The question is, can you keep going anyway? And now comes the part that sounds completely insane. Because after PayPal, Elon had enough money to live comfortably for the rest of his life. Most people would have stopped there. He didn't. Instead, he made one of the most dangerous decisions in business history. A decision that nearly turned a multimillionaire into a bankrupt man. Imagine standing at a crossroads. One road guarantees comfort. The other road risks everything. Most people choose comfort. Elon chose risk. Not once, 3 times. At the same time, he invested in Tesla. He founded SpaceX. And he became involved in solar energy. Think about that. Most entrepreneurs struggle with one company. He was trying to build multiple revolutionary companies simultaneously. People called him reckless. Some called him delusional. Others thought he had lost his mind. Maybe they had a point. Because what happened next was brutal. Failure after failure after failure. Today, people watch SpaceX rockets land vertically and assume success was inevitable. It wasn't. Not even close. The first rocket failed, then another failed, then another failed. Imagine the pressure. Millions of dollars gone, years of work gone, public embarrassment, media criticism, investors losing confidence, employees worried about their future. Most companies don't survive repeated failures. Most founders don't survive repeated failures. Yet Elon kept going. Why? Because he had become obsessed with the mission. And here's a lesson hidden inside his story. People who are motivated by money quit when money disappears. People who are motivated by purpose keep moving. Purpose survives setbacks. Money doesn't. After multiple failures, SpaceX had enough resources for one final launch. One last chance. If it failed, everything could collapse. The company, the dream, the future, years of work, gone. Imagine watching that rocket rise into the sky, knowing your entire future is attached to it. The tension must have been unbearable. Then something incredible happened. Success. Finally, the rocket reached orbit. History changed. But nobody watching that moment saw the years of suffering behind it. They only saw the victory. That's the problem with success stories. People see the highlight reel, not the behind-the-scenes footage. Think about your own goals for a moment. How many attempts are you willing to make before quitting? 1, 2, 3. Most people stop long before success arrives. Not because success is impossible, because persistence becomes uncomfortable. While SpaceX was fighting for survival, Tesla was fighting its own battle. Production problems, financial problems, Public criticism, investor concerns, everything that could go wrong seemed to go wrong. There were moments when bankruptcy felt inevitable, and this is the part nobody talks about when they say, "Be like Elon Musk." At one point, he reportedly poured almost everything he had into keeping his companies alive. Imagine waking up every day knowing your empire could collapse, knowing thousands of jobs depend on your decisions, knowing failure is one bad month away. That pressure is difficult to imagine, yet many people casually say, "I want his life." Do you? Because success isn't just having wealth, it's carrying responsibility, massive responsibility. The bigger the dream, the heavier the burden. And Elon was carrying more weight than almost anyone realized. But the business struggles were only half the story, because while the world was watching rockets and electric cars, something else was happening behind the scenes, something far more personal, the hidden cost of obsession. And it's the one thing no billionaire can escape. Let's talk about something most success videos avoid. The cost, not the financial cost, the personal cost. Because every extraordinary achievement demands a payment. And often, the payment isn't money, it's time, energy, relationships, peace of mind, sleep. Imagine working 80, 90, sometimes even 100-hour weeks, week after week, month after month, year after year. Sounds inspiring in a motivational quote, feels very different in real life. While most people were enjoying weekends, Elon was working. While most people were celebrating holidays, Elon was working. While most people were sleeping, Elon was still solving problems. Now here's the question, is that admirable? Or is it dangerous? The answer depends on who you ask, because obsession is a strange thing. The same force that can build an empire can also consume the person building it. And that's a truth every ambitious person must understand. Let's be honest, most people don't actually want success. They want the lifestyle they imagine success provides. There's a difference, a huge difference, because the lifestyle comes after the sacrifice, and many people want to skip directly to the reward. Life doesn't work that way. Imagine carrying a vision nobody else can see. You believe in it, you understand it, you can picture the future, but everyone around you thinks you're wrong. That's leadership, and it's lonely. People often imagine successful people surrounded by support. Sometimes that's true, often it isn't. Many leaders spend years being misunderstood, years being doubted, years being criticized, before they are celebrated. Think about Tesla. For years, critics said electric vehicles would never become mainstream. For years, people laughed. For years, analysts predicted failure. Now look around. Electric vehicles are everywhere. The same idea that looked foolish became obvious. And that's another lesson. When you're early, people call you crazy. When you're successful, they call you visionary. The idea didn't change. The outcome did. But here's where things get uncomfortable. Because even after achieving what most people dream about, even after becoming one of the richest people on earth, the challenges didn't disappear. They changed. And that's something almost nobody expects. Most people live with a dangerous belief. I'll be happy when ... I'll be happy when I get the job. I'll be happy when I buy the house. I'll be happy when I become rich. I'll be happy when I become successful. The problem, the finish line keeps moving. You achieve one goal, then another appears. You solve one problem, then another emerges. Life doesn't suddenly become perfect. Success simply gives you different challenges. Think about Elon. Billions of dollars, global recognition, historic companies, influence beyond imagination. Yet his life is still filled with pressure, deadlines, criticism, controversy, expectations, stress. Because no amount of money removes the fact that you're human. And that's one of the biggest misconceptions about success. People think success eliminates problems. It doesn't. It changes them. Quick thought. If Elon Musk suddenly lost every dollar tomorrow, would he still be Elon Musk? Think carefully, because the answer reveals the real source of his success. It's not the money. It's the mindset, the ability to learn, to adapt, to endure, to keep moving. Those qualities existed before the billions, and they'll matter long after the money. When people study Elon Musk, they usually focus on intelligence, the rockets, the engineering, the technology. But there's another trait that's arguably more important: resilience, the ability to absorb punishment without giving up, failure, criticism, embarrassment, loss, uncertainty. Most people experience one of these and retreat. Elon experienced all of them repeatedly, yet he continued, not because he enjoyed suffering, because he accepted it as part of the process. And that's where many dreams die. People expect the path to be smooth. When reality becomes difficult, they assume they're on the wrong path. But difficulty isn't always a sign to stop. Sometimes it's proof you're moving forward. The gym hurts because muscles grow through resistance. The mind grows the same way. Success is rarely comfortable. Growth almost never is. Here's where many viewers make a mistake. They watch Elon Musk, then they try to copy him. Don't, at least not blindly. Because your goal isn't to become Elon Musk. Your goal is to become the best version of yourself. There is only one Elon, and there will never be another. Trying to copy every detail of someone else's life is a recipe for frustration. Learn principles, not personalities. Learn discipline, not identity. Learn persistence, not imitation. The world doesn't need another Elon Musk. It needs the best version of you. That's a much more valuable goal. So after everything we've discussed, the bullying, the failures, the risk, the sacrifice, the sleepless nights, the stress, the loneliness, what is the single biggest lesson from Elon Musk's life? The answer might surprise you, because it has almost nothing to do with money. Imagine standing at the end of your life, looking back. What would matter most? The money, the fame, the followers, the headlines? Probably not. What matters is whether you used your potential, whether you had the courage to pursue meaningful goals, whether you kept going when life became difficult, whether you became who you were capable of becoming. That's the real lesson. Not be Elon Musk, not be rich, not be famous. Become capable, become disciplined, become resilient, become someone who can withstand setbacks, because success leaves clues. And one of the biggest clues in Elon Musk's story is this: extraordinary results usually come from ordinary actions repeated consistently for years, not days, not weeks, years. Most people underestimate what they can accomplish in 10 years because they overestimate what they can accomplish in 10 days. Elon Musk's story isn't really about rockets, or cars, or billions. It's about persistence, the willingness to continue after disappointment, the courage to move forward despite uncertainty, and the discipline to stay committed long after excitement disappears. Those qualities are available to everyone, not just billionaires, not just geniuses, everyone, including you. So the next time someone tells you, be like Elon Musk, remember what they usually leave out: the bullying, the failures, the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the stress, the loneliness, the years nobody applauded. Because success isn't built in the spotlight, it's built in the dark, long before anyone notices, long before anyone believes, long before anyone cares. And maybe that's the secret Elon Musk doesn't tell people, not because he's hiding it, but because most people stop listening when they hear the price. The rewards are exciting, the cost is uncomfortable, and greatness has always required both. If you enjoyed this video, don't just admire successful people, study them, learn from them, take the lessons, avoid the mistakes, and most importantly, build a life that's worth living on your own terms. Because the goal was never to become Elon Musk. The goal was always to become the best version of yourself, and that journey starts today.